everybody, Chris McGinnis here, and welcome to the first edition of Chris Talks at Length About, or C-T-A-L-A, or Citala for short. Now, you might remember I mentioned this on the podcast a while ago. The original concept was I would randomly select a letter, and then whatever letter came up, I would talk about the first topic that randomly popped into my head. I tried a few test videos for that, and really they didn't go that well, so I decided to abandon that concept. I'm just going to go with thinking up a topic off the top of my head without relying on a random letter of the alphabet, and just going with it and seeing how far I can go discussing that. So I figured since it's now April and Easter is a couple weeks away, the last Sunday of April this year, I figured why not talk about one of the quintessential Easter candies, jelly beans. In fact, you know what? Let's not stop there. Let's make it even more specific. The Jelly Belly brand of jelly beans. Now, I don't know about you, but I love Jelly Bellies. They are fantastic. Excuse me a second. They are fantastic. The fact that they come in such a wide variety of flavors, I think maybe that's what appeals to me the most about them. And the fact that they're not, they're not the run-of-the-mill flavors that you expect in, most jelly bean packets. I mean, I know, of course, there's the staples: cherry, lemon, lime, grape, orange. I know usually the white or clearish jelly beans are coconut flavored. I don't think I've ever tried a coconut jelly belly, though. I think it would be pretty good. But some of the more unusual flavors for jelly beans out there that Jelly Belly makes include watermelon, trying to think what else, blueberry. I know for a while there used to be a jalapeno Jelly Belly. I've never tried it myself, but might be interesting. Occasionally they have theme mixes of jelly beans. I know there's the Cold Stone Creamery Ice Cream Shop mix, which has jelly bean flavors based on the some of the items, the specialty sundaes you can get there. I know they have a birthday cake remix, which is, if I remember correctly, it's birthday cake ice cream with cake batter ice cream with sprinkles and brownie mixed into it, so it's kind of a chocolate cake battery tasting jelly bean. I know they have a strawberry shortcake one, a few others I can't recall off the top of my head. I've only had the mix a couple times since I last had them. Another great mix from them is it's called the Soda Pop Shop collection. It introduced 3 new flavors, which were 7-Up, which was lemon lime type Jelly Belly. Didn't really taste a whole lot like 7-Up to me, but still good. Orange Crush, Grape Crush, which flavors that are self-explanatory, and had 3 of their classic soda flavors: A&W Root Beer, A&W Cream Soda, and my absolute favorite flavor of Jelly Belly, Dr. Pepper. They captured the flavor of the Dr. Pepper soda so well in the Jelly Belly. It's amazing. I honestly think if it were possible to, I know jelly beans don't work this way, but if it were possible to, put a whole bunch of Dr. Pepper Jelly Bellies into, say, a compressor of some sort, and then flatten them and convert them into a liquid form, you would have a glass of Dr. Pepper. As I said, I know that's not the way that, jelly beans and Jelly Bellies works, but, this is just, the odd ramblings of me. But, regardless, the Dr. Pepper Jelly Bellies, my absolute favorite flavor. I remember when I used to work at a grocery store near me, for quite a while they had a bulk Jelly Belly dispenser with all sorts of different flavors and mixes. And I was preparing to go up to upstate New York for a weekend to visit Lynn's, a very close friend of mine, and I knew it was going to be a fairly long train ride, both going up and coming back, so I decided, why not, load up on Dr. Pepper Jelly Bellies. So I got it was like maybe 2.5 pounds of Jelly Belly, Jelly Beans Dr. Pepper flavored. And it wasn't cheap. I mean, I don't remember how much it was, but I know it cost me, say, at the very least, $6, maybe $7. But, I had them, and and since this was either January or February, I don't recall off the top of my head. But it was sometime in the winter, so I had a heavy winter coat with me. So I just kept the bag of Jelly Bellies, in the one pocket of my coat. It lasted me the entire weekend. And that's counting both the train ride up to see her, the time I spent, with her in Endicott, New York, and the train ride back from Endicott to Lancaster. So, yeah, pretty impressive that 2.5 pounds of, like I said, it was either somewhere between 2 and 2.5 pounds of jelly beans lasted me that entire time. It was a good thing too because I ended up getting into. Well, she picked me up in Albany the night I got there, and it was kind of late in the evening, and I hadn't had the chance to eat yet. So that kept me going for a while because after Linz picked me up from the train station and introduced me to her friend and colleague Elsa, who she'd met up there in New York, there was a mall close to the train station, and we stopped there because they had some sort of formal event to attend the next night, and so they both needed dresses for that. So I accompanied them. I mean, not that I had much choice because what was I going to do? Roam around the streets of Albany by myself at night in the middle of winter? Hell no. I'm not that crazy. But no, it was good to see them spend be there, spend some time with them. I've never gone on a shopping trip with with a member of the opposite sex before. I'm not a big shopping person. I mean, so those that know me and have probably seen my videos know that my fashion sense is almost limited to non-existent. I mean, it's basically t-shirts and jeans. I mean, this is a t-shirt I got when I was a junior in high school, and I worked on the production of The King and I at, as you can see right there, York Catholic High School. So yeah, what do I know about shopping and fashion? But I digress. So like I said, the jelly beans lasted me the entire weekend. It was good, especially that first night, since like I said, it was late in the evening when I got in, and then there was the shopping and looking for dresses and other such stuff. We didn't get back to Linz's apartment until later on that night. But so yeah, the jelly beans served me well. That's not to say that it's my only favorite. Dr. Pepper's my only favorite flavor of Jelly Belly. There's a lot of other great flavors, as well as I mentioned the watermelon flavor. I think that's fantastic. Peach, absolutely one of the most delicious peach flavored candies I've ever had, on par with the peach Jolly Rancher, which I think is a fantastic flavor. Toasted marshmallow, I think, is my second favorite. It's just, so incredibly good. I don't get the chance to toast marshmallows very often, so the fact that I have the flavor of it in one little candy, and if it's available en masse for handfuls of eating, fantastic. Of course, this is not to say that I think all the flavors of Jelly Bellies are winners. Licorice, I don't like it. Just the flavor of black licorice in general, I'm not a fan of. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't agree with me. And despite that fact, I've done a shot of absinthe on 2 separate occasions. The first time I did it, I didn't know it had a licorice flavor to it, and that hit me pretty hard. And the second time was, that first time was actually last September at a birthday party for a friend up in Scranton. And the second time I tried absinthe was a couple weeks ago. Actually, I was up in Connecticut visiting Linz again, which is where she lives now. And I thought, you know what the hell? She's one of my best friends. why not do something foolish and do a shot of absinthe with her? And like I said, I knew it was black licorice flavored, and I hate the flavor of black licorice, but all the same, even though it was diluted with water and table sugar, still strong as hell, still packed a punch, and really just it hits you quite hard. But so yeah, I'm not a fan of licorice flavored Jelly Bellies. But I don't think my absolute least favorite flavor of Jelly Belly, the buttered popcorn. And I know I'm probably going to get people saying, "What? You're crazy? That's the best flavor. That's a fantastic flavor. I love that flavor." I think it's terrible. Absolutely disgusting. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just, tasting it turns my stomach. And the fact that it's, like, the coloration is sometimes misleading. Like the coloration for the buttered popcorn it's a white bean with, like, pale yellow spots on it. And sometimes those spots are hard to discern, so also you could pick it up and think, oh, white jelly bean, maybe this is, coconut, or you might think, alright, maybe it's toasted marshmallow, you put it in your mouth, buttered popcorn. Well, that was a waste of a jelly bean. I don't know what it is about it, but I just think it's a terrible, terrible flavor. Hate it. Absolutely cannot stand it. I remember back in high school, another good friend of mine that I worked with in the theater program there, a girl by the name of Maria, she gave me a box of sugar-free Jelly Bellies as a present once. I can't recall if it was just as a thank you gift for my work on the show as an assistant stage manager, or if it was for the holidays. But she gave me this this little box of sugar-free Jelly Belly jelly beans. It's a variety pack of 10 different flavors, and one of them unfortunately was buttered popcorn, and I think those remained untouched the entire time I had the box. Maybe my brothers ate some of them, I can't remember, but I know that 90% of the box, I ate and enjoyed. The buttered popcorn, it just, it just sat there. And that's no one's fault. I mean, I'm sure the people at Jelly Belly figured, these are 10 of our most, well-known and popular flavors. Let's put it in a variety pack. People will enjoy it. Well, I hate to break it to you, Jelly Belly Company, but this guy, not a fan of the buttered popcorn. Not at all. It's been so long since I've had Jelly Bellies. I've seen them on the shelves at the store I work at now, and it's usually either called either the original pack, or there's the tropical mix, or a sours mix. I know for a while they had the ice cream shop mix. I should probably pick up a bag at some point, enjoy it. Because, like I said, it's the fact that they tout it as, a gourmet jelly bean, and let's fit that, that has, somewhat of a pedigree to it, I guess you could say, and come on, the company is called Jelly Belly. How can you not like that? It conjures up an image. Well, maybe not a great image. I mean, if you eat too many of them over the course of time, you probably will have a jelly belly from all the weight you've put on, but I digress. I'm trying to think of what flavors I'd like to see them have as Jelly Belly jelly beans. But it's hard because they've introduced so many, and discontinued so many after trial periods, that it's hard to tell what they have and what they haven't done. And unfortunately, at the moment as I'm recording this, my internet connection is being uncooperative, so I can't necessarily run to their website or run to Wikipedia to consult it. But I'm just gonna throw some ideas out there. I think a raspberry lemonade would be good. Oh, even better, blue raspberry lemonade. Much like the ice blue raspberry flavor of Kool-Aid, or as it was known back in the day, berry blue Kool-Aid. That was delicious stuff, and I like the fact that it's still around in the ice blue raspberry flavor form. The berry blue flavor that Kool-Aid offers now, it's a lie. That is not berry blue. That is like blueberry and raspberry and something else all combined together, and it's blue. No, that is not the berry blue I grew up with. Okay? It was a blue raspberry lemonade flavored drink. And it was light blue, not dark blue. Don't go retconning. Don't go retconning your flavors of Kool-Aid. Do not lie to me. I know what berry blue is. But like I said, I'm glad it exists in the form of ice blue raspberry lemonade, and I haven't... God, that's another thing I haven't had in quite a few years. Let's see, other flavors of Jelly Belly could be. Cheesecake Jelly Belly, maybe. I mean, I don't see why not. There's, chocolate jelly. Sure, there's a chocolate flavored Jelly Belly out there. I know for a while they had a buttered toast Jelly Belly. Don't think I ever tried that, but if it was anything on par with what the buttered popcorn would have been like, I don't think it looked like that much. French toast flavored Jelly Belly, that would probably be pretty good, I think. That's really all I can think of at the moment. I guess I should, do some looking around and see what does and does not exist, and see if there's a way of, acquiring some of these flavors. Maybe, heaven forbid, put forth some effort and maybe write to the company and see, what exists and where. But, that'll be a project for another day. So, in conclusion, Jelly Belly Jelly Beans, fantastic brand of candy, but you don't have to make them. You don't have to have the Jelly Bellies that sit in your Easter baskets. I mean, the jelly beans that sit in your Easter basket. You don't have to have them with Jelly Belly. They can be any brand. I mean, it's all good. It's all the same. It's colorful. It's fruit flavored. It's Easter. Okay, so I guess that'll do it for this edition of Chris Talks at Length About. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later.